reading in the book of Enoch, chapter 1, and I'm going to be sharing also the Bible verses. Book of Enoch, chapter 1, verse 1. These are the words of the blessing of Enoch, according to which he blessed the chosen and the righteous, who must be present on the day of distress, which is appointed for the removal of all the wicked and impious. So the day of distress here is telling us that it is appointed for the removing the wicked people. But as for those who are chosen and the righteous, it's like a requirement for us, as a must, for us to be present on the day of distress. So let's go in Zephaniah chapter 1 verse 14 to 18. The great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty men shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble, and a distress, a day of wastiness, a desolation, and day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. So these verses are just mentioning all the distresses that will be happening. Verse 16, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities. So here is America, Babylon, and against the high towers, meaning all those big high nations that are well known, such as in terms of technological advancement, especially America and Europe. Verse 17, and I'll bring distress upon men. Again, that word distress, that they should walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Again, let us not forget that or just read in the book of Enoch, chapter 1, verse 1, which says, the day of distress, which is appointed for the removal of all the wicked and impious, meaning the distress shall come on the purpose to remove the wicked, and as for the chosen and the righteous must be present in these last days on the day of distress. However, keep in mind, the day of distress is to remove the wicked. So to continue Zephaniah chapter 1, we are on verse 17. It says, and I'll bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. So this day of distress is not for the righteous, but the purpose of the day of distress is to remove the wicked, meaning those that have sinned against the Lord. Verse 18, neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. So it is America, obviously. For he shall make even speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. Okay, let's go to another chapter in the Bible, Matthew chapter 24, verse 21 to 22. For then it shall be great tribulation. Again, that word tribulation is just another word for distress. For then it shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days shall be shortened. So the reason why those days must be shortened is for the sake of the chosen and the righteous that must be present on the day of distress. And it's for the specific purpose of that day of distress is appointed to remove the wicked off of the earth. Otherwise, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Next, let's go to Matthew chapter 13, 30. Let both grow together until the harvest. So who are growing together? It's those who are chosen and righteous, living among the wicked until the harvest. And that harvest is the appointed day of distress, for the purpose to remove the wicked, the tares, who are the wicked, that have sinned against the Lord. So you get the point. Let us continue. Matthew chapter 13 verse 30. Let both grow together until the harvest. And in the time of the harvest, I will say to the reapers, gather ye together first tares, and bind them in bundles to burn them, but gather the wheat into my barn. So let us finish with Revelation chapter 7 verse 14. These are they which came out of a great tribulation, and have washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. Ingeta.